New outrage tonight over an event we reported on earlier this week. Mexican troops Sunday crossed into the United States and detained a U.S. Border Patrol agent at gunpoint. And now a U.S. congressman says the incident might not have occurred if the Bush administration implemented a law passed 2 years ago. Casey Wyan reports.
In the Arizona desert south of Ajo Sunday, armed Mexican troops crossed the U.S. border and for several minutes held a U.S. Border Patrol agent at gunpoint. The Border Patrol says Mexican troops have crossed the U.S. border illegally 42 times this year and more than 300 times since 1996. The U.S. State Department says the latest incident occurred because of, quote, a momentary misunderstanding as to the exact location of the U.S.-Mexican border. The Border Patrol Union strongly disagrees.
The border is marked down there. They jumped over a barbed wire fence 90 feet to the west of where they came in. There's a large vehicle barrier, and we don't understand why this continually goes on, and every time it happens, it's a misunderstanding. We don't think it's a misunderstanding. We think it's a crime.
U.S. Congressman Duncan Hunter Friday wrote to the Secretaries of Homeland Security and State, demanding to know what action is being taken to stop Mexican military incursions. He says the recent Arizona incursion wouldn't have happened if the Bush administration had simply complied with the Secure Fence Act of 2006. It mandated 700 miles of double-layered fencing be built along the border, including the area where the Mexican military crossed last weekend, by May of 2008. Last year, the White House and Congress scaled back the fence construction plans to 370 miles by the end of this year.
Unless you really build a border, you always leave plausible deniability for the other guys, for the people on the south side of the border, including elements of the Mexican military that assist the drug trade, to come across and claim that they simply made a mistake.
The Mexican embassy says in a statement, law enforcement operations have led from time to time to innocent incursions by both U.S. and Mexican law enforcement personnel and military units into the territory of both nations. A spokesman for the Border Patrol says its investigation into the incident has determined that there is now no question Mexican troops were in fact inside the United States. The Border Patrol adds that it is still, quote, working with the Mexican government to ensure that this ceases to occur. Kitty?
Thanks very much, Casey Wyan.